Hi, you winners. Welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Now, I didn't have one last week because there was literally nothing to say. Like, I thought about it. I'm like, nothing's changed. All the playthroughs are the same. Wasn't doing anything different. That weekend had nothing. The upcoming weekend that I knew of had nothing. There was just no point to upload one. But I do have a few things this time. So, 5 points. As I tried to let you guys know. Also, static electricity is happening, so my hair is like having its own fun with floating in the air and staticking to my face. It's great. So, the first thing is playthroughs. Now, I am currently about to finish Resident Evil 0. Like, literally, tomorrow is the last one. Yay! That game has definitely been interesting. Without watching other people's either playthroughs or looking up what to do, I wouldn't have beaten the game. Like, there's so many moments where I'm just like, and what do I do with this? And I know I need to get there. How the hell do I get there? It's just, Resident Evil games are just not my forte, especially the old ones. I love them, like 1 and 0, but at the same time, I want to punch whoever made the puzzles in the face. If you guys don't know it, someone is always commenting, like, part novel, like, just paragraphs of what's going on, or, like, what was going on, you know, theoretically, through the minds of Spencer or the other people who have made the puzzles or contraptions. They're pretty great. Like, it shows just how ridiculous they had to think through for this to even be a thing in real life. So those make me happy every single time I read them. But it's finishing tomorrow, so it'll be done. And then I'm still working on Mass Effect. I've been trying to do longer Mass Effect episodes because I know that a lot of people don't tend to watch them, and those who do are very committed. Thank you, guys. So I'm trying to get through it kind of quicker by doing longer parts, and also doing longer parts that way I can cut out in between, like cutting out all the scanning of the planets. So I'm actually playing for a lot longer than you guys get to see. I've also had to look up a lot because I want to make sure I don't forget certain missions because they're timed before I go do priority missions, so I've been cutting a lot of that stuff out. And I always cut out when I look for information anyway, but I've been more willing to do it to make the process quicker of the game, since the game, I'm at, 20 parts or a little under, and I'm only on the second priority mission, and I haven't done it yet. So, yeah. That'll be done soon. I'm not looking forward to it. But, because pretty much any priority mission, you shouldn't be looking forward to. And I have a feeling there's going to be some feels. So if you want to watch some feels, go ahead, watch my Mass Effect. Because there's going to be some feels throughout this entire game. Other than that, I did just upload today something that's kind of silly. It's a sequel to something I played with my little sister a few months ago. We actually recorded them back in September, but I just was using them as backup in case I needed something to upload. And since me and Snuffles haven't gotten together to play any more Hatful Boyfriend, I decided to upload these Sushi Cats. They're just flash games for fun. My little sister can be pretty freaking amusing at times, so I put it up for fun. If you guys want to watch it, go check it out. She says some things that I'm just like, as someone who knows a little more about life, I'm not going to say a damn thing because that's inappropriate for children. But I did try to cut the crap out of that video, so that way it went from 45 minutes to 20. So I cut a lot out of it, because it was just such a long video, and it's just us dropping the cat wherever. So, like, even if you guys want to know the puzzles, it's just drop the cat wherever. So there's no point to that. I really just kept in the beginning of the level, the ending, and then, like, whatever banter we may have had in between. For after Resident Evil, now a lot of you expressed interest in Silent Hill 2, or a handful of you, even if I've played it before. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm thinking, is emulator, and if the emulator does not want to work, or it's really bad, like say I can't see because the flashlight's screwing up, or sound is just terrible, I don't know. If it's really bad, I'll try to work out something with my PlayStation 2 and get that going, because I do have it on PlayStation 2, and it's the one with Maria's little mini story too. I just, again, 6-second delay, so I'd have to figure out something with me and River switching monitors or something to try and get that to work. But that's a lot of work when I could just easily play off the computer, so we'll see. I would have to replay it till the point I'm at, but I think I'd know pretty soon, pretty early in the playthrough, on if emulator's going to work for me or not. But that will be later. In the meantime, before I get to Silent Hill 2, because I have to figure that all out and I have to make the thumbnail, I am doing short indie games. So if you guys have some that you would really like to see, mention them in the comments. If it's something that's most recent, I'll try and go for that. If I've already played it, I might, or not played it, but if I've already seen someone play it, I'm going to probably try to avoid it, like Pony Island. Right now I'm probably, not going to do it since I know everything about it, but I might play later with a friend who has no idea about the game. But try to do ones that are either really, really cheap or free, because I really don't have the money to be buying games right now. Because there are a few that I'm like, oh, I totally want to play that. And then I realize they're like $10. No, not right now. So, that's just what I can do. But if you guys have an offer of something that's free or really cheap and that's not that bad or really short to play, like I'm going to lean towards the shorter playthroughs than the ones that are going to be multiple parts. So if it's under an hour, even better. But really just let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll try and do what I can. Other than that, that's pretty much it for playthroughs. So point 2 is, the rest of these are pretty unrelated. Oh, well, you know what? I'll switch these to be related. So point number 2 is update about updates. So banners, good. Outro, I'm still working on. I swear, I'm working on it. And I still gotta draw it. Snuffles still, did her end of it, which was awesome. And I paid for her ticket for Deadpool. That was the agreement. And I think and as I said, intro's done. I'm actually seeing some positive increase in views, a little bit, it's very subtle, maybe like a couple more people, but in video views, because of changing the titles, I think that really helps, especially Mass Effect, which I was surprised, whereas Resident Evil, I think a lot of people have already kind of checked out of Resident Evil, really that playthrough's getting shit views for me, and I think that's because so many other people finished it already, and everyone's already seen the end, so I get it. I totally get it. But I'm going to keep playing it because I want to freaking finish it. I finished games, damn it. Or at least on this channel. In real life, most of the time, I don't really finish games. So, but I will finish a playthrough. So I've seen a positive increase to that. I've noticed a positive increase with subscribers. But then, whenever I see, a huge increase in subscribers, all of a sudden, when I started doing this, I went to, 2,220, I think, 35, and then it dropped down to 27. I'm like, what the hell? And no one, when it's a big grouping of that, I think it's YouTube going through and, totally, taking away duplicates of accidental double subscribes or whatever. It's just, the shit, and that my phone's not on silent. And the same thing happened again, just yesterday or the day before. It was just like a little bit, like, 3 or 4 of them this time that just went down. So I don't know if YouTube's updating or not, but it's like every time I get a big increase, it's like knocks me back down. Damn it! So I really have no way of knowing right now if this has been a positive impact in that sense. But otherwise, it seems like feedback's a lot more, especially in the comments, which, yay, thank you guys for commenting. If you're not commenting, I totally get it. I don't comment on any videos I watch. So I'm right there with you. But it is cool to see what you guys have to say about the video or the commentary I've said. So there's that. As for other stuff, I updated the links that are on my banner. In the lower right, there's, I think it'll be over here somewhere. There's, like, you can do Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I added my Patreon in there, and I got 2 new Patreons. Hello, Patreon people. Which, by the way, once I get paid for my Patreon, the people who just joined Patreon will then get the benefits. Like, if you do $5, you'll then start seeing thumbnails or whatever. Although, actually, you might already. But getting your name in the description, stuff like that. That happens after I've received the reward, and you receive the reward after that, because you could just cancel it right before, so it's kind of like to make sure that other people who are actually donating don't get, like, gypped for actually participating and helping me out, when someone else is just being a douche about it. So don't be a douche. But yeah, it seems like it has made it more noticeable, so I made it the bigger one. And then I also have Spreadshirt up there. Now, it is not ready yet. I will have it more products by next Wednesday, I think. Because right now I only have, like, 1 female shirt and, like, a mug and something else. I don't even remember. Because I was, like, messing around. It's not finished. But I put it up there just because why not? My hair is just not wanting to do its thing. But I will put more up there. If you guys have requests, actually, I will put them on. Like, there's no reason for me not to put them on Spreadshirt if you guys want them. I don't care. Like, really, just whatever you want. So, like, if you know Spreadshirt can provide it, I will make that product and slap the squid thing on and make the squid thing ready for you. To be on whatever you want. So, thank you. Camera didn't want to focus. So, yeah, that's a new thing as well with updates. Otherwise, I think that's about it with the updates for now. So, point number 3 is I've started working out, so I'm a little sore. I started working out actually a few weeks ago, but I'm just now feeling, at least in my legs, I'm not a runner, and I've been, like, jogging, sprinting, on-off, short things, like 30-second run, 30-second jog, 30-second run, like, do that 6 times, or whatever. So they're just, like, short-term stuff, which is what I am. I'm not an endurance runner. But I hurt now. Like, it's been, this is my 3rd week of doing it. And you would think that I would have hurt in the beginning, but no, I'm starting to hurt now, so we'll see how long I can keep this up. But otherwise, if you guys want to know who I'm following, she's a sweetheart, or at least she seems like one. I don't know. I don't know her personally, but it's the Diary of a Fit Mommy. No, I'm not a mom, nor am I planning on being one anytime soon, but she seems to really know how the body works and, like, what works out what. So look her up if you guys want to. She also has a lot of healthy foods, like on Instagram. She has a lot of recipes that she'll give, and, like, she'll record herself doing the exercise. Right now she's pregnant, so she's doing pregnant exercises, but she has stuff from the past that's just, like, it's really for women who exercise. It really helps tone the body to a female anatomy. So if you guys want to check her out, you should totally do it. But next thing, point number 4, is Betrayal at House on the Hill. I always get the title wrong. This is a board game that I didn't think I was going to like, because I really wasn't explained properly on how it works. But it's awesome, and I'm hoping that I looked it up, and you can kind of, like, roll D20, if you guys know what that is. It's like a program where you can play Dungeons & Dragons, but it's online, and you have visuals, and it rolls the dice for you, whatever. There's something like that, seems like, for Betrayal at House on the Hill. They also have a tabletop simulator. I'm not sure how good that one is, but the one that looks like Roll20 looks really legit. So I'm gonna see if I can figure that out and get that together. I'd play with friends first, and if it's good enough, I might actually bring it up to the others. John, Craven, Bowling Out, or whoever. I think it can be a max of 6 people. Max of 6 people playing. So we might try to get that together if I can figure it out, and if it's good enough. Because it's a board game, going to internet is a lot harder, and a little more awkward, so we'll see. But pretty much it's like a horror game, but board game. The mansion isn't built yet. You have room tiles, so like you go, okay, I want to go into that doorway. So then you have them shuffled because they're actual like tiles. You put it down and you find out what the room is and what's going to happen to you while you're in it. And then every time there's a curse, like they have little symbols on them that mean certain things. One of them's curse, I believe. And you have to roll a haunt roll. So basically, if you fail the haunt roll, and it increases every time you get a curse. So like, say Shy Guy got a curse tile, but he rolled fine. So then it goes up to 2, and you have to beat 2 out of like the 6 dice you have to roll. Now the dice are really they're really 3-sided dice, one with nothing, but there's 6. It's just each side is duplicated. So there's 2, 1, or 0. So they make it really hard to roll well. And yeah, so as many curses until a haunting finally starts. Then you look through the booklet. It sounds complicated, but it's not actually that complicated. You look through the booklet and you go to the room and the object that you interacted with in the room, and that's the haunt that starts. And shit goes to hell. The first time we played it, it was a blob monster. Fuck the blob monster. River killed us all so fast. We actually just gave up because there's no way. Like, we were just gonna die. It just, like, seeps in. So we had to put, like, little tiles to know where the blob monster was. But once you touch it, you turn into a blob monster. And we had, like, 1/3, not even, of the mansion explored, which really screwed us because we couldn't run around the blob monster. And what you're supposed to do is run around, find information out about it by running past it, and being fast enough to run away before it spreads on its turn. And then once you find out 4 facts among you and your fellow heroes, then you have to find certain items in certain rooms, hoping that the blob monster hadn't overcome that room, and throw the items into the blob, and then win. That wasn't going to happen. So that was not necessarily a fun one. And then we played a second time, and I was the traitor that time, because River was the traitor the first time. And I fucked up, and actually I could have probably won had I not fucked up. But I was an invisible killer, so basically I was just like, oh hey, this ring is pretty. Oh god, I want to kill everything now. Like, that's pretty much what it told me was my role in the book. But you have to read them separately, so they don't know what I'm reading and what I can do, and they, in turn, I don't know what they can do or should be doing to defeat me. Same thing happened with the blob monster. River didn't know what we were doing versus what he was doing. So, I got to try and go kill everyone, and I was invisible, so I just stealth killed. So I stealth killed Shy Guy in 2 seconds. Little did I remember that I can steal items from people. I totally forgot that was a thing. So River had all these badass items that were cock-blocking me from killing them, and it was pissing me off, like a health kit and stuff like that, because I would just ping her, or ping him, and like go get. He also had armor on and a weapon, and these are things I could have stolen and killed him in 2 seconds, and just didn't. And then Rob was the really, really fast character, so he kept running away before I could catch up to him. And it didn't help that River guessed where I was twice, which means he could attack me. Either way, it was bullshit, and I died. I was mad. But either way, I think I've said that like 5 times. I think this would be a great game to play with all the YouTube friends if we can get it to work. Just because it's different every single time you play. Otherwise, I probably would do it as a thing with everyone of my friends and everything. But the only problem is Shy Guy and River are in the same room as me and with a microphone. That's really awkward, so I don't know how we would do that. Yeah. So, the last thing is commissions. I've been doing a couple of commissions. Again, like if you guys want me to do, now that I've kind of figured out how long it takes me and all that, if you guys want me to do YouTube icon for you, I pretty much charge anywhere from $20 to $25 depending on how much detail needs to be in it, unless it's just words, like through Illustrator or whatever, which I don't have anymore, but I can do it at work. If it's just words, which I did for someone once, that was only like $10 or $15, I don't remember. But that's a lot easier than hand drawing something. So if you guys want to throw money at me, sure. I have a few examples on Deviantart, I believe. So if I remember, I'll put a link in the description. Otherwise, Deviantart's right here somewhere, and you guys can check out my requests and commissions. But yeah, I've done a few of them, and I actually just finished not even a week ago, like 4 days ago, I finished Craven's commission for me. So I did his thumbnail for a new series he's doing, which I cannot say, because he still hasn't revealed it. I mean, he kind of did during his stream, but that's only a handful of people, so I'm not going to say. But I did do his thumbnail for it. I'm really excited for when he finally messes around with it, because I just did the foreground. He's going to put in the background. So, yeah, that was 30, but that's also because he's a friend. So, because his took a long time to do. Mind you, the reason why it's so much, I mean, 20, 25 for something this big might not seem like a lot, but when I have to draw the person, sketch them out, give it, sketch out a few ideas, give it to you to okay, and then have it come back, and then do line art, and then color it, and shade it, and make sure everything's good, and then change anything you want changed. By that point, I've put several hours into this thing. Even though it's this small, I've put several hours into it, because I want it to look good for you guys. So, really, I'm just, at that point, getting paid, like, $10 an hour, which, at 25 years old, with a degree, is not that much. So, I try and do what I can for you guys, but I can't knock it down too much. So, it's a flat rate of pretty much 20 to 25, depending on what you request. Because I've had a few people contact me about YouTube icons, which actually surprises me, so I figure I might as well announce it. Otherwise, for, thumbnails, it's a little more. Craven's was 30, but that's also me not doing a background, so I would say probably 35 for just a person, or, the foreground, and then like 40 or 45 with the background, depending on how detailed the background is. So, yeah. That's just my estimate. But that's pretty much it for this video then. But I hope you guys are winning at life, and I'll see you in the next Winning Wednesday playthrough or whatever it is you guys watch. So keep winning at life, guys.